In late August and early September of 2014, I attended the Marketing Mayhem Live conference hosted by JVZoo. This was in Orlando, Florida. Now, I attend a couple of these marketing conferences every year to stay up to date with changing times in internet marketing because, as you know, things are pretty fast-paced. And I also go to meet up with other marketers and to hear what their new tactics are that they are actually using and see how they are selling to people. So what I have done is I take a lot of notes. I like to be there while people are speaking and learn from what it is that they have to share, because they're obviously there and sharing that information for a reason. Now, as an Amazon affiliate, it can be a little expensive to attend these conferences, and ultimately not everything at the conference is something that you can use as an Amazon affiliate in terms of the information that they're teaching you. So to help to try to put some of this information into your hands, I have gone through all of my notes and picked out the parts that I feel like would apply well to you guys as Amazon affiliates. And so that is what this bonus training video is all about. The first thing that I want to talk to you about here is something referred to as a product superpower. Think about different products that are sold out there, whether it is a physical product or a digital product. Some of them are sold based on the features, and others get creative with their marketing campaigns, and instead they sell the benefits of a product. This is something that was being discussed pretty heavily at the conference, and the great example that they used that you are likely also familiar with is a deodorant and body wash and shampoo line called Axe. Now, have you ever seen an Axe commercial? If you have, you know that they're not sitting there talking about how clean it's going to make your hair and telling you, ultimately what all the features are. They're selling you the benefits. They tell you that it's going to help you to attract a girl. Obviously, this is targeted towards males, but the marketing behind it is truly ingenious and something that you can actually apply to pretty much anything that you do. When you sell the benefits of a product, you're no longer constrained to doing what everybody else is doing. I want to discuss a couple of tactics with you that you can actually use to put this into action, and then I'm going to talk to you a little bit more about how to actually go about pulling off a product superpower when it comes to being an Amazon affiliate. So first of all, here are a few different strategies that you can use. Depending on what you are comfortable with doing, there should be something on this list here that you can do. I kind of would rate these in the order of how uncomfortable they make the average person, getting more uncomfortable as you go down the list. So at the top we have blog style articles writing. You can simply do writing if you do not want to create any kind of video, if you're uncomfortable with speaking on a recording, and you can simply write out this review and the whole product superpower process, and perhaps use images to go along with it. Now you can also do a screen share video. If you are working with some kind of a digital product, especially something where you can actually show them on your screen the problem and the results of your solution to their problem, then the screen share option can be a good way to go. Now you can also do a first-person video. This is where you'd actually be holding the camera essentially from your perspective and showing a product being used. You might also be simply demonstrating it or doing an unboxing review or something to that effect. Now a third-person video would be where you are actually the subject of the video, where they can see you. Now one way or another, if you can get your face in front of your viewers or your readers, especially if they are going to be people that will return to your site and read more or view more videos of yours, you can help to brand yourself and associate yourself with that level of quality, and people will get to know you and trust what you have to tell them. Obviously, I've used a lot of pictures of myself with my products and in my videos and things of that nature, so you likely recognize my face, even if it is simply just a still picture. This is still a strategy that you can use as well, especially if you do not want to actually be appearing on the videos yourself. So the real question here is, what is your article or what is your video actually going to be about? How do you give a product a superpower? Well, first of all, you want to start out by teasing a solution to the problem. Think about what it is that people are trying to solve by purchasing the product that you are selling. And you want to tease that solution. And again, here we're talking about the benefits and not just the features. You want to talk about how it can change or transform their life if it can do that in some way, form, or fashion. Then you want to state the problem, and then you want to go on to talk about the solution. Now, I want to talk about this in a little bit more detail here. First of all, if you have a story that you can tell that is associated with a product, you want to tell that story. You want to show the solution, show the results from it. For example, you have seen weight loss commercials before. You hear the person talking about how their life was before they found this product. Then you talk about how it transformed their life and what their life is like now. Then they show themselves actually doing the workout and getting it done. They show a before and after picture of the person. This is marketing that is used all around you, and you guys can be using this too as an Amazon affiliate. Now obviously you don't want to be lying about the product, but just simply ask yourself, what can a product really do for the person that is buying it? Think about a television. You can sell a television based on its screen resolution and all the different features that it might have built into it. But what if you're selling the television about what it can actually do for the person buying it? It can give you relaxation at the end of a hard day of work. It can help to bring your family together for a movie night. You have this same type of scenario with basically every product out there in existence. So think about that the next time you are actually promoting a product on one of your websites. And ask yourself if you are promoting the features of the product or if you're promoting the benefits of that product. A lot of people will simply stick with promoting the features, but I would urge you to try promoting the benefits instead and see what your results are like. I bet it will surprise you. Now, one other thing that a lot of people fail to do when they are promoting a product, when they're talking about what it can do for somebody, the situations that it might be good for, a lot of people avoid saying something bad about a product. Now, this can be a bad thing actually. You want to use negatives to help build trust with your reader. If you give it a glowing review and there's absolutely nothing wrong with it and it's perfect for all people in all situations, it seems a little too good to be true. Tell people what it's not good for. Tell people the types of situations that they should not be using it for. Don't just talk to them as though they are a big group. Talk to them one-on-one, like you're just sitting there having a conversation with your best friend and telling them about this product. What's so great about it? What can it do for you? How's it going to change your life? You know, when you experience something and it really affects you that way, you go out there and you tell other people your story. You tell them that transformation and often try to show it to them as well. You can do this on a website. You can do this in an article. You can especially do this with videos. Now, the last thing that I want to discuss here is knowledge. A lot of people think that they have to be an expert about a subject to be able to build a website about it. And this is simply not true. You do not have to pretend to know it all. However, you do want to pretend like you know at least a little bit more than the reader does. This gives the person a reason to look up to you, a reason why they feel like they should be reading what you have to say, but you're not in that realm that gets into being unbelievable. Every website out there is built by the expert of that subject, and unfortunately that simply can't be true in all of those cases. So just step out of that realm a little bit. You don't have to stress yourself out with knowing all of it. Just pretend like you know a little bit more than the reader. Do a little bit of research. Learn a little bit extra about that product and the niche and the things that it can do for somebody. And focus on those things instead. So the next thing I want to talk to you about is a thank you page offer. There are a couple of different situations where you have thank you pages. The most common that you might be using as an Amazon affiliate is some kind of an email newsletter. You have people opt in, providing you with their name and their email address, and afterwards they are taken to a thank you page. A lot of people simply take these thank you pages and put some generic information on them. Thank you for joining my newsletter. Keep an eye out for my future emails. They usually keep it short, sweet, to the point, and there's nothing else there. Then the person is just left to sit back and wait around for you to send out a newsletter to contact them. When people sign up for your newsletter, they're looking for something a little more instantaneous. You have their attention right after they join your newsletter. So that makes it a great situation to try to pitch some kind of offer to them. And you can even do this whether you have a product of your own to sell or not. Amazon affiliate products can simply have an ad placed on these pages below your generic thank you information and just pitch a couple of products to them. This is a similar page here that I like to use for this type of tactic. Now, when somebody buys from you, or if they join a newsletter list of yours, they end up on that thank you page. So you have more situations than just somebody joining your email newsletter. If somebody buys a product from you through PayPal, through an affiliate network like JVZoo or something like that, they end up on a thank you page that you have designated. And again, that is a time when you have their attention, after they just joined something of yours or after they just purchased something from you. Take advantage of that attention that you have, because for at least a certain percentage of those people, you will never have that attention from them again. So turn it into a sale before you lose that attention. There are a lot of different types of offers that you can pitch to people on these thank you pages to turn that lost traffic into real cash in your pocket. Things like free trials that then go on to become paid memberships where you could earn some type of recurring commission from it. You can sell physical and digital products as an affiliate. Obviously, things like Amazon affiliate products. You can also sell your own products. This could be a physical product if you're into doing e-commerce yourself. It could be a digital product that you create that is designed to help teach them something in depth about whatever your product or newsletter subject is related to. You can even sell other products that are seemingly yours with things like drop shipping. There are ways you can create your own t-shirts that are printed and drop shipped on demand, something that I'll actually be talking to you about in just a little while here. You can even do simple stuff like including pay-per-click ads from places like Google AdSense. If you're doing pay-per-click ads, though, you have to make sure that Google can actually index that particular page. They have to be able to reach it and access the content on it, and you want to have some text content on that particular page that would help to gear the pay-per-click ads towards the right subject matter, and this will help to increase your click-through rates and get you better earnings. So how do you take all of this and actually put it into action? First of all, whatever your thank you page is, you include your basic information on it that you would always do. Thank you for joining my newsletter. Thank you for buying my product. Give them basic information if they need to have a way that they can contact you, for example. Then, if you are going to be promoting Amazon affiliate products, say something as simple as, "We have some great deals for you on Amazon before you go." And then below, just include some simple affiliate ads. I was showing you an example of this in the beginning, the screenshot that I provided. All you need to include is a title, a review rating, a list, and a sale price that will help to illustrate the deal that they are going to be getting. This is something that I've talked about in my exit screen strategy. I use product style personally, something that is available for all Team Azon Pro members. And then I use the exit screen strategy method also for this thank you page offer method. And I've provided you guys a link here just so you can access those instructions directly. teamazonpro.com/exitscreen.txt. It is a simple text file. It outlines the exit screen strategy just in case you're not quite sure what I'm aware of. I'm talking about when somebody closes down a page and it pops up another page saying, hey, wait, take a look at these deals on Amazon before you go. So you can use the same kind of tactic here with these thank you pages to pitch Amazon affiliate product offers to them or any of those other types of offers that I just finished discussing with you. So one of the last things that I want to talk about having to do with some information that I learned at the conference that can also apply to you guys as an Amazon affiliate. You've probably heard about this before, but you may not have been aware of exactly what it involved or whether it's something that you could even apply to your own marketing business, especially the things that you've been doing as an Amazon affiliate. Now, if you're an artsy type of person, this could be something that's really appealing to you and something that you could excel at. You could do extraordinarily well. There are actually people that are making $100,000 plus a month in pure profit from using websites like Teespring especially. However, if you're not an artsy person, it is not an absolute requirement for doing this, but you are going to need to be able to have some kind of basic design concept because you have to actually create your own designs. And this is going to be for things like t-shirts, and there are also other types of apparel that these websites offer you. Now, one guy that was actually talking about Teespring at the marketing conference was opening up his own brand new site that had a lot of really cool improvements and additional offerings compared with what Teespring had, and that is T-Gear. So you can go to either teespring.com or tgear.com and check out those websites to learn a little bit more about them to see if this is something that you would like to try to do on the side along with your Amazon affiliate promotions. And who knows, you might hit something really popular and big on it and become one of the next major success stories with this type of thing, especially if you're more art inclined. So what the deal is here is you create your own design for a t-shirt, for example. You submit it to the company, and then you sell the product. They handle everything else. They actually will take the product, make it on demand, and ship it straight to the customer's door for you, and then they simply send you the cash. So I want to give you a couple of my recommendations and also a couple of my cautionary tips here. The reason why I say cautionary tips is because there are a lot of people that have tried Teespring and in fact have ended up losing a lot of money in the process. And there are two main ways that you can really end up losing a good chunk of cash with this particular strategy. So I wanted to make sure to talk to you about those. Now these are things I'm going to be getting into a little more detail here as I go along, but just to tell you what they are initially. Number one thing that can cost you money is submitting the t-shirt design. Number two is a most common way to go about selling the t-shirts is to use Facebook ads to drive those sales. Obviously, people can sometimes get carried away with too many designs or too many Facebook ads before they really have something worked out that they know is going to succeed. Do not pump a ton of cash into something like this until you try it first on a small scale and you make that profitable, and then you scale your way up gradually to make sure you're not going to get yourself in trouble. So the first thing, one design at a time. Create your first t-shirt design, submit it to the site, work on getting that t-shirt sold, and once you have turned a profit on it, then consider doing a second design. However, keep promoting the original design at the same time. That way, you grow a business as you move forward. Whenever you submit a design to Teespring, for example, you are committing to 20 sales. If you cannot drive 20 sales on that particular t-shirt design, then you have to purchase them yourself. That's one way that people can end up getting into a lot of trouble. So what I really recommend to do before you just start getting tons of ideas in your head and go running off to start designing t-shirts, just get a vague idea in your head of what you think you could do in terms of a t-shirt. Maybe even make it something along the lines with whatever you are already doing as an Amazon affiliate, and then build your niche audience first. Once you have an audience that you can advertise to for free, you can use that as an easy way to test your designs to make sure that you can convert a profit. You can get some percentages that you can then go over to Facebook with to run some advertisements with and say, okay, I can afford to pay this much money to send one person to look at my t-shirt offer, because I know that out of this many people, at least one person will end up buying. The next thing is make sure you avoid copyright and trademark names and also logos that you might be able to find out there online. It is sometimes going to be okay if you try to stray into the realm of some of these other popular names or products or brands or things of that nature, but there are still plenty of other things that you can do as far as t-shirt designs. One really quick example for you, think of pets, dogs in particular. You have a ton of different breeds of dogs. You can have a website about a particular breed. Then you can have a Facebook fan page about that specific breed. And then you can have simple t-shirts where you just find a picture of a dog or the face of the dog online. You put it on your t-shirt. You say, I love whatever the breed of the dog is. Siberian Huskies, for example. Boom, simple t-shirt design. Something that has a wide appeal to anybody that likes that particular kind of dog. Next thing is you want to make sure that you keep your designs niche specific. what I was just referring to there with having a website and a fan page about Siberian Huskies perhaps, and then selling Siberian Husky themed t-shirts is the same concept that you should apply to any niche that you are going after. So don't try to sell something vague like Siberian Husky t-shirts to a fan page or a website that is about electronics. Sure, there are some people that like computers and electronics and also own and like Siberian Huskies, but the chances of connecting those two subjects are considerably slim, so you want to make sure you are keeping things on track there. As I was talking about before, you also want to use your Facebook ads with caution. Personally, I would recommend to use them to enhance the sales of a t-shirt design that you are already working on, that you have already sold at least one shirt for. So you know some kind of number in your mind that you can afford to pay to send traffic to that offer. There are some people that will not have their audience built and will simply use Facebook ads to populate a fan page full of people that love Siberian Huskies, and then they will try to sell different designs of t-shirts to those fan page members. And it is something that works. A lot of people make a ton of money doing it that way. But still, whatever you're going to do, use it with caution, because that is also the way that a lot of people have lost a lot of money doing this as well. Finally, I had talked about trying to sell t-shirts without using advertising to try to get them profitable, to get some kind of conversion rate number on them before you proceed with doing advertising on them. Ways that you can go about doing that is using a newsletter. If you have people built up on a newsletter, send them an email with a link to your t-shirt offer on it. You can also use the thank you page and the exit pages, like I had been talking to about earlier, and pitch your t-shirt designs there. Try to get those people to purchase from you. Oh, you just got somebody to join your newsletter? Try to sell them a t-shirt with your logo on it, with your website name on it, with some kind of catchy phrase perhaps that goes along with it. This is something that makes for an easy sale in a lot of cases. And it also gives you a way to test out that market to try to help to minimize your losses when they do happen. So the final thing that I want to discuss with you still has to do with the t-shirts, but I want to get into a little more specifics here about the actual Facebook advertising portion of that, because at some point you'll get a t-shirt design and you'll make some money on it, whether it is promoting it to your email list or selling it on a thank you page or whatever, and you'll say, okay, now how do I do even better with it? How do I scale it up? And Facebook advertising is one of the easiest ways that you can accomplish that. But it's also one of the easiest ways that you can lose a lot of money trying to do that as well. So I wanted to be sure to talk to you about some of my own personal recommendations and recommendations that other people have had as far as selling these t-shirts go. I personally got to meet the owner of Teespring, and I actually hung out with one of the top Teespring vendors in a private suite just this past weekend, and got to learn a lot of really interesting information from these guys. So first of all, you want to still be sure that you are promoting to highly targeted people. I like to call them an audience. This is also a term that Facebook uses, at least when it comes to using retargeting. Retargeting is where you do something as simple as take a pixel that Facebook gives you. You create a custom audience for people that actually go and visit a web page. Then you can put that retargeting pixel on your thank you page, for example. Then everybody that visits it, it will try to add them to this Facebook custom audience, and you can go back later and try to sell things to them, try to promote these t-shirt ads to them. These types of custom audiences can result in some of the highest possible click-through rates and conversion rates out of any other type of audience that you could possibly pull together. So I would highly, highly recommend trying to put forth the effort to do that. I've done some minor training in the past about retargeting and custom audiences, and I will also be doing even more about that kind of stuff into the future, because it's a really powerful tactic that can honestly be applied to a lot of different situations. You can create retargeting pixels to go on specific pages of your website where you are promoting a particular Amazon product, and then you can directly promote your affiliate link inside of a Facebook ad and have that product follow them everywhere. Amazon uses that exact same tactic, and they keep doing it for one simple reason: it makes them money. Other things that you can do to go about creating your own custom audiences: you can scrape Facebook ID numbers from relevant Facebook groups. This is also a tactic I have discussed in past Facebook training courses that I have done. You can also promote to your own fan page members. I've talked about building fan pages for niche specific topics. If you have already built a fan page for something that is highly focused, and maybe you're not monetizing it well with Amazon products, or at least as well as you thought you would perhaps, these t-shirts are an option that you can use and potentially drive a ton of sales. And you don't have to get a really small percentage on these sales. You're getting a pretty nice chunk. So you can actually earn a decent amount of money pretty quickly with these relevant t-shirts compared with an affiliate ad. Now, another thing that I would recommend to do is to promote direct sales links for the t-shirts. You want the person landing on a page where they can instantly purchase that t-shirt from that page. So this is going to be the link that you get through Teespring. You don't want to send them to a landing page on your own website and then try to get them to click over to the sales page, because you're going to end up losing some people in the process. Just send them straight to where you want them to buy from. Now, in combination with that, we are going to make our advertisement geared towards getting them to buy. We want to kind of pre-sell whatever it is that we are trying to sell them here. That way the people that do click are highly likely to continue on and complete their purchase. You can try out different tactics of trying to sell these t-shirts, but one of my favorite, with not only a t-shirt design but also with other types of Amazon or Facebook ads, and this is even a tactic that a lot of other people have used successfully as well. Just simply use an image of the actual t-shirt design you're selling. For the title, just say love and then put your t-shirt niche. So on the Siberian Husky theme, I could just say love Siberian Huskies, question mark. For my description, I will say get your, what kind of t-shirt it is, get your I love Huskies t-shirt for just the amount of the t-shirt, $10, $15, whatever the case may be, here. So get your I love Huskies t-shirt for just $15 here. How many people do you think that click on that advertisement will be shocked when they see a sales page for a t-shirt? Very, very few of them, unless they just blindly click on that ad. They're going to be expecting a sales page. And in fact, a lot of people that actually click on it are already primed and geared up, ready to buy it. They've seen the t-shirt design. They know that it's being sold, and they know what kind of t-shirt it is, and how much it costs is also important. Finally, whatever you're doing with your Facebook ads, whether it is trying to build new fan page members, you can do something similar here. Put a picture of whatever your niche is. If it was Siberian Huskies, I could just use a picture of a Siberian Husky. Love Siberian Huskies? Like us, talk about your Siberian Husky fan page, what it's briefly about. That same tactic can be used for fan page members, for selling the actual t-shirts themselves. Whatever you're doing though, make sure you're tracking your results. You want to know how much you're spending and how much you're making off of it, especially when we're talking about direct sales advertisements for these t-shirts. Start low. I would recommend to start at just $5 a day at the very most on one particular advertisement and see how it does. Figure out what your profit, what your break-even point is to sell one t-shirt, and then spend up until that amount, or spend possibly 2 or 3 times that amount to see if you get any sales at all. If you're not getting sales by that point, something is wrong. Your ad description or title is wrong in some way, form, or fashion, or perhaps people don't like the t-shirt, or maybe it is too expensive. One way or another, something is not right there. Maybe you're not targeting it to the correct groups of people. Maybe the people that are seeing it aren't that interested in what your t-shirt is actually about. So consider all these different factors if something is not converting and actually making you money. Pause your advertisement, go back to the drawing board, try it again. When you find something that is profitable, then you can proceed with gradually increasing your spending. Don't crank it from $5 a day to $1,000 a day. Go slowly. Increase in gradual increments, and make sure you're still able to make a profit at those different levels before you go and take everything that you've made so far and blow it on a single day of Facebook advertising, because there are people that have done it before, and there's still people doing it right now. So I hope you guys have learned something useful from me and my trip to the Marketing Mayhem Live Conference in Orlando this year. I will be visiting more of these conferences again in the future. There are things like this going on all the time in cities all over the country and even all over the world. And I try to get out there at least a couple of times a year to learn what I can from them, soak up some knowledge, and see what some of the new developments are in the industry. So as time goes on, for all of you guys that are still hanging out with me at Team Azon Pro, I will be continuing to provide you with these special bonus training videos where I'm actually going to be taking what I learned from these conferences and bringing them back to you guys to teach you how you can apply it as an Amazon affiliate, or relational things that you might be able to do alongside of being an Amazon affiliate that can help to produce more productivity or higher profits. So until next time, I have one last thing that you can go and check out. A little bit of an added extra fun bonus attached with this conference. We actually got a private concert with Vanilla Ice. You guys likely know him. His infamous song Ice Ice Baby sold over 160 million copies. We got a nice little 30-45 minute private concert with him, and I recorded it so I could bring that back to you guys and share it with you. So while a lot of other people shot quick little blippets of a random song here or there, I shot the pretty much entire thing. It's about a 30-minute long video. If you go to youtube.com/watch $V equal capital A, capital Z, lowercase c, 5, capital W, lowercase e, capital X, capital I, 9, lowercase a, lowercase o. That URL will take you to my special YouTube video of this private Vanilla Ice concert so you can watch it. The video is not perfect. The entire room was absolutely rattling and shaking, and I just recorded it on a simple, halfway decent little cell phone. And so there's a lot of shaking around and a little bit of rattling here and there, but you really get a feeling for the whole concert and can enjoy a lot of what a lot of other marketers paid a decent amount of money to go and enjoy as a bit of an after party. So I hope all of you guys have enjoyed my special little bonus for you, and definitely stay tuned in the future for more. Thanks for watching.